What up, cappers, gamblers, punters? What up, salutes? What up, mama? What up, baseball fans? It is Saturday, August 19th. Feels like a good day to make a little cash. Something that I should have done more of yesterday. When Scherzer got scratched from his start, my 3-game parlays became 2-game parlays, only keyed to the Astros, who were big favorites. I ended up hitting 2 out of 3, only profiting $161, but the black is the black, and I'll take it. But I want to give a shout out to my boys Jack Ryan, my boy Vitalis, for getting good scores on a day when the bag didn't, but should have, because the games worked out exactly as we thought. Too bad, but whatever. We will keep moving. Also, I want to apologize for not being around the last couple days. I had to take care of some life issues. And it's the first time since I started recording every day since April 27th that I missed more than a day. And I apologize, but no worries. The bag has pulled his sack out, demanded that his balls get sucked, and is back in business. That's actually a euphemism. I am chock full of sperm, but I've picked out a extra special salute to remedy that situation this evening. Sadly, not a Central American salute, but she has promised to speak a little Spanish to me. Let's get to today's action because I already have a game ready to fucking roll happening. It started about 15 minutes ago. I have 4 $100 parlays. That's just my early action, and 2 of them are tied to the Cubs, and we'll let you know why in seconds, man. So I got the Cubs at home over the Blue Jays. That line has become gross, man. It started at minus 220, went up to minus 230 last night. I ended up putting it in at minus 270 like a chump. But that's what happens sometimes when you make your decisions too late. It's Jose Quintana versus Nick Tepesch. Quintana is 7-10 with a 4.33 ERA and a 1.27 WHIP. But the main point of this is not to be afraid to bet against your own team. Who knows your team better than you? Just like Gabe Morency talked about in his workshop at IFBC. You know your team better than any other team. You know their strengths, their weaknesses. Gabe is a huge Bills fan, and he's made tons of cream over the years, fading his favorite team. The only team that has scored less runs off left-handed pitching this year is the San Diego Padres. Man, the Jays look awful versus lefties. In 2015, this team mashed left-handers. And the last 2 years, they've become worse and worse, and it's basically the same players, just older, slower, and shittier. They are 29th in runs versus lefties, 14th in homers versus lefties, because they manufacture 0 runs. They just hit bombs. And in 6 years of Quintana's career, he averages 0.9 homers per 9 innings. That's gone up to 1.3 this year. But is the Jays' offense likely to get more than, let's say, 1 2-run homer while manufacturing maybe 1 run? No. So they're not likely to get more than 3 runs off of him. And Tepesch is a fly ball pitcher who throws an average fastball of 89.6. He's going to get touched, man. Tepesch is 1-2 this year with a 5.25 ERA, 1.92 WHIP. He allowed 4 home runs in 6 innings this year in the majors before he shut down a Rays offense that had scored 8 runs in 5 games. And I watched that whole game. It was Jays-Rays, and I bet against Tepesch and took it in the drink hole, and the Rays hit ball after ball to the warning track. It's not going to happen today. He's going to get touched and violated like a Catholic choir boy in short shorts. Game 2. Red Sox at home over the Yankees. Now, I have this game in all 4 of my $100 parlays today. It's Chris Sale versus CC Sabathia. Sale is 14-4 with a 2.51 ERA and a 0.88 WHIP. Sale's 4-2 with a 1.18 ERA and 13 career outings versus the Yankees. 1.18 ERA in all his career against New York. God damn, that's low. This year he has 35 strikeouts and 22 2/3 against them. Judge is 0-7 with 6 strikeouts versus him. Gardner 2-16. Sanchez and Torres 2-11. And he's going up against CC Sabathia. 9-5 this year, 4.05 ERA, 1.31 WHIP. He has pitched better now that he's off the bottle. It's his first start since coming off the DL with right knee pain. Sabathia told the media that he thought of retiring when his knee flared up in his last start for Toronto. He said, because it hurt. It's just not worth it. What a fucking baby. Enjoy counting on him through the stretch run, Yankees fans. He was more accountable when he was a drunk. In his career at Fenway, he's 6-5 with a 4.95 ERA. He's allowed 12 earned runs his last 13 1/3. So yes, he's pitched very well versus the Red Sox this year, going 2-0 without allowing a run. But that streak of not allowing a run will end for this giant pussy. Sabathia is going to get peed on like a 14-year-old girl at R. Kelly's house. Games 3 and 4, I've got them tied to 2 of the 4 parlays. So Game 3 is Baltimore at home over the Angels at -155. It's Kevin Gausman versus J.C. Ramirez. Now, you guys know I'm a big AL East follower, and Gausman was supposed to be their big starter this year. And he looked awful for the first 2/3 of the year, but he's come on very strong. He's 9-8 this year with a 5.08 ERA and a 1.60 WHIP. Started out terribly, but in July he had a 3.63 ERA. That's improved in August to a 3.26 ERA. He's been better at home all year than he has on the road. And after the O's comeback victory yesterday with Machado's grand slam walk-off, they're 36-23 at home. The only guy who hits him really hard is Mike Trout, who's 5 for 10 off of him with a homer, but Trout hits everybody hard. Going up against J.C. Ramirez, 10-10 with a 4.26 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. He's lost these O's 2 starts ago, allowing 6 earned runs in 7 innings. He looked terrible, and he's looked terrible in his career versus the O's, going 0-1 with a 7.27 ERA in his career versus Baltimore. I think Baltimore makes a run at this second wildcard spot. Their offense is just very, very strong. It's their pitching staff that is the problem. So I got Baltimore one, and I got Arizona on the road over Minnesota at -155. It's Zach Greinke versus Jose Berrios. I like Greinke in this matchup very much. He's pitching very well lately. This year he's 14-5 with a 3.01 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP. He's 6-1 with a 2.78 ERA in his last 9 starts. He's held the Astros scoreless last start over 6 2/3 innings. He's got 4 pitches working right now. He struck out at least 8 in his last 4 starts. And the Twins hit 6 home runs yesterday. That was an anomaly. That is not going to happen again. Berrios looks nothing like the guy who pitched so well in the first half of this season. He looks like the kid, the young, naive kid who got lit the fuck up last year when he came up for the first time. This year he's 10-5 with a 4.27 ERA and a 1.20 WHIP, but he's 1-2 with a 7.45 ERA in his last 4 starts. If Berrios doesn't resort to old form, he's going to get touched and violated, and I think that's what's going to happen today. So I got 4 $100 parlays, and this is just my early action. We'll see how the Cubbies do and decide if we want to invest more in the later action. But right now I got a $100 parlay, Cubs, Red Sox, Arizona at +207. Then I got a $100 parlay, Cubs, Red Sox, Orioles also at +207. And then I got a $100 parlay, Red Sox, Orioles at +124, and $100 parlay, Red Sox, Arizona at +124. That's my action, man. Let me know what you guys are up to. Hit me at Jimmy the Bag on Twitter, man. Let's get that cake. I don't know about you guys, but man, everybody around me has been making money lately. We've been on a real good run for the last 10 days. Let's keep that going through August. We need the cake, man. We need this cake. Get that cash. You know how we do? Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Good luck out there. I believe in you guys, man. Let's get that cash.